Is this it for DC? Are they circling the proverbial drain? Will Superman really return from the dead? Have the Skrull already invaded? And are they in the MCU? Find out about this and way more on this episode of I Heard a Rumor. If this is your first time that you're visiting the channel, then welcome. Please comment below and tell me who your favorite characters are. Why do you collect? Is it for the aesthetic pleasure? Do you love the covers and the art? Do you read your comics and enjoy the stories? Or are you collecting purely as an investment? Either way, we'll talk about new artists and titles. We'll also cover under the radar issues that you can pick up before they go through the roof. I personally love comic speculation. Stick around till the end of the video to receive a clue to help you enter the giveaway. And this prize is going to be pretty awesome. We have loads to get through today as the comic world keeps exploding. So let's start with the comic news. And the elephant in the room, what is going on at Warner Brothers and DC? I'm not going to go too far back because that's an entire show all by itself. But this man, David Zaslav, he's been brought in as the new CEO, and it seems that he's the judge, jury, and executioner for everything DC that we'll be talking about today. You might remember in one of my previous shows that I told you that Warner Brothers Discovery was going to cut $3 billion, and that's why they decided not to spend their usual $25 million at San Diego Comic-Con this year. Go with me here. He came in and cut CNN Plus after only 3 weeks, and they had already spent about $500 million on it. He's cut 6 DC shows so far, and he decided to shelf Batgirl. Now, this movie was in post, as in totally made, but it didn't fit with his strategic direction, so bam, gone. Kevin Smith spoke out against DC for cancelling Batgirl because it starred a Latino actress in the lead, but that might have also been because he found out his upcoming show, DC's Strange Adventures, had been cancelled. Some people are saying Batgirl was canned as a tax write-off, but I don't fully understand because Black Adam had the same test audience scores, and I'm sure that one's going to be a hit. Rumors tell us that in this storyline, Batman is dead and Batgirl picks up the Batmantle. Zaslav has made it quite clear that he believes DC's biggest cash cows have always been Batman and Superman, and that there's no reason that they shouldn't be again. Kind of have to agree with him on that one. DC has messed up big time by cutting Henry Cavill, and they came off second best because then he rocked it as Geralt in The Witcher. Now it seems that DC has offered the role of Superman back to Henry Cavill, but he's also been offered the lead role in the new Highlander. Other rumors suggest that he's being eyed for a big role as a leading mutant in the next X-Men reboot. Cyclops, maybe? That would be huge, and a big blow for DC. Onto DC's problem child, Ezra Miller. They have been charged again with breaking into a house in Vermont and stealing liquor. I don't like to pass judgment because we've all been young, dumb, and made mistakes. At least I have. But their whole life is being scrutinized and is under a microscope 24/7. They have a serious problem and they need help. What's interesting is that the Flash movie hasn't been cancelled. People are saying that DC is lapping up the media attention, but I hope Ezra Miller will end up in rehab and they recast the character with this guy. Grant Gustin. With The Flash and CW finally coming to an end after 9 seasons, he said that he was glad they get to end on their terms. There was just too much to watch, and I felt bombarded by trying to keep up with 5 different shows. I mean, that was 557 episodes. That's 29 seasons and hundreds of hours that I just didn't have to try and keep all the different storylines straight. I am happy that season 3 of Stargirl is coming because that didn't really get caught up in the whole Arrowverse entanglement. And it's quite a wholesome show that the whole family can enjoy. Season 3 of Pennyworth is also coming, but DC is trying to entice people to watch by adding a new subtitle to the name. You guessed it, Pennyworth, the origin of Batman's butler. Quite on the nose for me, but DC's trying whatever they can to boost their viewership numbers. Thankfully, Gal Gadot is set to appear in several upcoming DC movies as Wonder Woman, and we might see a cameo in Shazam! Fury of the Gods. That flick will apparently be at the end credits of Black Adam. So lots of the team is coming back. HBO Max is set to get J.J. Abrams' John Constantine, and it looks like Justice League Dark is in full development with Zatanna also on the cards. While the DCU struggles, a new show that premiered on Netflix, The Sandman, is out of this world. My wife, who didn't know it was based on a comic, saw the trailer and she was excited. Let me tell you, it doesn't disappoint. What phenomenal production value, intricate character development, and brilliant castings. It makes this one a must-watch. We were both hooked from the start. It has clever storylines and quite a few Easter eggs for the old-school comic book fans, like the House of Secrets and even a Pied Piper reference. You have to be a little old to get that one. On to Marvel news now. More and more people are talking about Giancarlo Esposito to play Professor X in the upcoming X-Men franchise. He's a very strong actor, and it won't be his first time joining Disney because we know him as Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian, and also no stranger to a role in a superhero production because, of course, he's Stan Edgar from The Boys. Rosario Dawson accidentally revealed that we will see more of the Punisher in the Disneyverse, but quickly walked it back. It leads me to think that we're building towards a possible version of the Legion of Monsters and the Midnight Suns. In related news, some early gameplay footage for Midnight Suns has been revealed, but the release date for the game has been pushed back again. Now, there's lots of hype about a very aggressive Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and finally a Blade that we get as a playable character. But it won't be happening this Halloween, maybe next year March. More set images have been leaked, so now we can guess some of the new villains for She-Hulk and Ironheart. Who do you think will appear, and what have you heard? So far, I think I've identified Porcupine and Parker Robbins. He's also known as the Hood, as possible villains, but I'll talk about this more in the comic segment coming up just now. Olivia Coleman is rumored to be playing a gender-swapped Union Jack in Secret Invasion, alongside Emilia Clarke as Queen Veranka. I really hope this happens. Marvel are attaching some of the biggest names in acting for these upcoming projects. It looks like She-Hulk might have a cameo from Daredevil, sporting his yellow costume. Comic book fans will know this one, and I think it was the Born Again comic run. Apparently, we'll see a lighter side to the man without fear, Matt Murdock. We know we're getting Madam Web, and there are loads of rumors floating about as to who'll be in the movie, which actors have been attached, and what will the story center upon. Not much is confirmed yet, but the latest is Dakota Johnson will play Madam Web, and could possibly feature Mary and Ben Parker, so those are Peter's parents, Anya Corazon or Aranya, Julia Carpenter, that's Spider-Woman, and Silver Sable. Remember, this movie is set to come out 9 months after Kraven the Hunter is released, so the live-action Spider-Verse is about to expand exponentially. I'm super excited about the new animation Across the Spider-Verse. Now, this is the sequel to the award-winning Into the Spider-Verse that introduced Miles Morales into the mainstream world. Two big new characters we'll most likely see are the Parker clone, Ben Reilly, and he's the Scarlet Spider, but a new comic book fan favorite. Hold on, wait 1 second. Spider-Punk! Yeah. So, Will Sliney was kind enough to sign and sketch this for me at Dublin Comic Con. What an awesome dude. And who doesn't just love a Funko Pop just for fun? Okay. Jamie Foxx has been in talks. Well, him and Todd McFarlane have been talking about this, but he spoke about his epic Spawn costume this week and punting the movie once again. Remember, he signed on for the role in 2013, but we're yet to get any confirmation of a release date. I've been super excited to watch this, but it's taking forever to get made. Now, these are my picks for comics to go hunting for that you can still pick up pretty cheap. These have potential to do big things in the medium term. Up first, I spoke about her just now, Anya Corazon. This is the first appearance of Aranya. Amazing Fantasy Issue 1. That's from August 2004. Did you know that it means spider in Spanish? You can pick up copies of this book around $40 currently, but expect it to jump up very quickly. A Kid Kaiju solo series is in development, so look out for Totally Awesome Hulk 3. So that's his first cameo appearance. His first full appearance is in Monsters Unleashed Issue 1. Keep an eye out for the variant covers with him and Elsa Bloodstone, as those are the ones that'll probably be more sought after. You can get Totally Awesome Hulk for around $9 and Monsters Unleashed for $1 to $2. The print run on that one was huge, so rather look for the ratio variants because you can get them at good deals. If you hunt, they are out there. The Hood one is the first appearance of Parker Robbins, and it looks like he will be one of the villains in the new Disney Plus series Ironheart. Unfortunately, people have already gotten wind of this one, and it's about $45 for his first appearance. It might be a good idea to keep an eye out for Matt Kindt books. It looks like Netflix has struck a deal with Dark Horse and will feature 2 of those series in the not-too-distant future. The first one is Mind Management, and the second, Bang. Bang already has Idris Elba confirmed in the lead role. But my top bargain pick for this week is Black Cat Annual 1. Now, this issue can still be found quite easily as it came out in 2021, and you can get a copy for around $10. It features the first appearance of Tiger Division. They're made up of the General, Luna Snow, Mr. Enigma, Gunner 2, Auntie Anti, and White Fox. Tiger Division issue 1 was announced at SDCC recently and will be a 5-issue miniseries. It's only going to launch in November, but keep your eye out for this one because I think it could do big things. There are only upsides for this. It's an all South Korean team and, well, I'm watching. The new artist spotlight for this show is on Jimbo Box. This Harley Quinn issue 19 1:25 ratio variant is their first cover, but they have 134,000 followers on Instagram. Their art has a very anime feel to it, and I like it. What do you think? I'm going to keep a close eye on this one going forward. In true comic style, let me ask you, riddle me this. Which role is Emilia Clarke supposed to be playing in the upcoming Secret Invasion? Is it A, Mockingbird, B, Queen Varenka, or C, Erica Slaughter? Keep your answers with you, and at the end of a few episodes, it will reveal a character's name. That name will win you a prize. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed the show. I enjoyed bringing it to you. As always, please leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about the show, if you have any suggestions for me, and what you'd like to see next. Always remember to geek responsibly. Cheers, guys.